Okay, we're back at the Baylor Alumni Network tent setup. This is an unbelievable setup. We're on the riser. Paul Catalina, Craig Smoke, they'll rejoin us in a minute. We're now joined by Rob McDonald, who has flown in as he does every year. He loves Baylor. He knows Ian McCall. He came in from Canada, had dinner in Waco last night, and we'll go to the Cowboys game tomorrow against the Falcons, which is a heck of a game you can hear here on ESPN Central Texas. Rob, tell us about the real cheese.
It's made in a small village about 45 minutes from my town. It's a French community, St. Albert cheese. This is the extra old white. My parents just loved it. They lived about 6 hours away from where I live, and every time I went, I would have to bring them some. And there's quite a history. So when I came down to Texas the first time, I figured, well, that's something I should bring as a gift for some people. And they won't let me come back unless I bring more. So.
No, you won't come on the air with us if you don't bring. We got the Triscuits, we got the cheese, and even brought some Starkist sardines with us, which will be a great combination as well. Tell everyone where you're actually from. How often do you come to Baylor events? And I know you saw them when they played basketball in Canada earlier this year.
Well, again, this trip is once a year. I was fortunate to come down to the Final Four, and when it was in Dallas. And as luck would have it, I made it down here for one of their spring scrimmages that weekend, and that was an excellent day. Just sitting in behind the athletic buildings, just sitting in a lawn chair, watching the boys play. That was a great afternoon. But generally once a year, and then again, we were fortunate to see the basketball team up in Ottawa this past summer. Saw them play 3 of the 4 games. Went to see them at the airport when they pulled in, and brought them some cheese. So. Anyway, it's a great experience. We did go to the Buffalo game. Buffalo hosted Baylor last September, so we did make it up for that game. That's about 6 hours away from where we live, so we went there too.
So how did you, for people who don't know, how did you come to be a Baylor fan or be involved with Baylor?
Well, Ian McCall was one of my close friends at university. We kept in touch. When we graduated, I attended his wedding. He attended mine. But then, of course, he started with his career. Started up east, worked his way south. Followed where he went. But once his family started, once my family started, we did kind of stop seeing each other on a regular basis. When my kids started to leave for university, I thought, maybe it's time to hook up with Ian again. So 2011, November 2011, we came down for actually probably the last game Missouri played in the Big 12 at Floyd Casey, and it was unbelievable. It was a great weekend. Went to see the Cowboys the next day, and it was great to see Ian. He showed us the facilities around campus. It's just unbelievable. Of course, I knew that he had a big part in getting those built, and it was amazing to see. And of course, 5 years later, we're back for the 5th time, and every time we come, there seems to be another building come up. And we went through. My son is with me this time, and he got to experience it and got to see some of the facilities, and I mean, just blown away. Compared to what we have up in Canada.
We know that the Baylor brand has taken hold in Texas that like never before, but also now has also spread in some places around the country because of alumni base or whatever. What is the thought about Baylor football? Has it reached Canada much? I mean, I know you promote them, but is it something that you've heard much?
Once somebody sees them and follows them, they become a fan. I've brought some friends down. Not the same people come with me every time, but I mean, once they see the exciting brand they play, and it's fast, it's up tempo, it's a lot of points, both sides of the ball normally, and it's I don't think it's as it's not Ohio State up in Canada or USC in terms of popularity, but people know. And we're doing our part to.
How popular is American college or U.S. college football up there?
Well, people that like football, we're not far from Syracuse. We're 3 hours. We used to go to Michigan, a 7 or 8 hour trip to watch a football game. People that like football will go to they'll go to a game like that. Whereas, will they just go down the highway to see Queens, Ottawa U? Like if they know somebody playing, they might. But just to go see the game, it's not the same. It's good. It's good football up there that we play, but the whole experience is just nowhere close to what it is.
You had dinner last night with Ian McCall at the Baylor Club. Obviously, a great place to relax. I've had dinner there once and just thoroughly enjoyed it. Just his thoughts, picking his brain, just being friends, talking about anything else but athletics.
Well, usually we catch up. It's how's his family doing? He's got 2 kids here at Baylor, and finding out what they're up to and. How was his parents? Again, you walk around with Ian around campus, and it's like you're with the mayor. Like everybody's shaking his hand, and everybody's, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for this, thanks for that. It's neat. It's neat, especially like I knew Ian when he was 18 years old, and to see him now walking around, you see all that he's done here, all he's accomplished. It's something.
I told this story on the air last week, and it's not something you see everywhere, but I've seen it here. I've never seen it in any other colleges I've covered. But you go here, and I was walking up to the press box a couple weeks ago for the Lamar game, and there were these Lamar fans who were turned around and lost. And Ian saw it. He was about 10 feet behind me. He saw it and goes, here, I'll tour guide him. And so these fans come in, they get a tour guide from the athletic director. It's not something you see everywhere. It just speaks to his personality.
Well, and it's catching because as we were walking around yesterday, we were at the new track facility, and we kind of went in one door and out another, and the next thing you know, we're locked out. And you think, Ian somehow has locked out of one of his facilities, but knocks on the door, somebody lets us in, and then proceeds to give us the royal tour. All we were hoping from this fellow was to get us in, and then he, I don't remember. He's one of the track coaches. He spent a good 15-20 minutes, took us through the place, all the little nooks and crannies. Like it was something. But like I say, it's everywhere here. That's why we like coming here.
Rob, we appreciate it, man. I know that you and I stay in touch on occasion with Twitter or email, and thanks for the cheese and also the Triscuits, sardines, and enjoy the day. Go enjoy the day. And you met Hobby Howell, who is one of the ultimate of all the tailgaters setups here.
Yeah, right over there.
Like 40 yards from us right over here. Have fun. Enjoy the day. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Rob McDonald from Canada here. Really great guy. Loves Baylor, and he's also longtime friends with Ian McCall. Brought in friends and son, and it's great to see everybody. I've got Mike Berry. We'll have that later on today. An interview. He is a doctor in Memphis, Tennessee.